If you've ever felt that frustration of waiting for your Python code to crunch through massive datasets, you know that performance is everything. Standard Python lists, they're great, but they can be painfully slow. So what if there was a better, faster way? Well, today, we're diving into the secret weapon for lightning-fast numerical operations, NumPy.
I mean, that's the big question, isn't it? It's what every data analyst, every developer faces. You're staring at millions, maybe even billions of data points. How do you actually select, filter, and manipulate them without going to get a coffee while your code runs? The answer, my friends, lies in moving beyond the basics.
So, on one side, you've got your standard Python lists. They're super flexible, for sure, but they just weren't built for heavy-duty numerical work. On the other side, you have NumPy arrays, and these things are fast, like incredibly fast, and it all comes down to how they store data, in one continuous block of memory. That means your computer can zip through the data so much more quickly, making them absolutely perfect for any kind of mathematical operation.
So what exactly is NumPy? It stands for Numerical Python, and it is the absolute cornerstone of the entire scientific Python ecosystem. Seriously. All those other libraries you know and love, like Pandas for data manipulation and Matplotlib for plotting, they're all built right on top of NumPy. So mastering NumPy, it's like learning the secret language behind high-performance data analysis.
Okay, let's get into the nitty-gritty. Our first core tool is called indexing. I want you to think of it like having GPS coordinates for every single data point in your array. It lets you zoom in and grab any individual element with total precision.
Now, the most direct way to do this is with what we call integer indexing. Look at the example here, array 2D, 1, 2. We're not just grabbing the second element. No. In a multi-dimensional array, you can give it a coordinate for each dimension. So this code is saying, go to the second row, then go to the third column. And it grabs that one specific value. It's simple, but it's incredibly powerful.
Okay, so grabbing data by its position is great, but let's be real. Data analysis is usually way messier. More often than not, we need to select data based on what it is, not just where it is. Like, hey, give me all the sales numbers that are greater than 1,000. So how do we do that?
This is where the real magic of NumPy starts, with something called boolean indexing. The first step is surprisingly simple. You just ask NumPy your question directly. When you write a line of code like array_2 greater than 3, NumPy goes through every single element and checks if it meets that condition. Then it gives you back a brand new array filled with just true or false values. We call this a boolean mask.
Now check this out. This is the really cool part. You take that mask, that array of trues and falses, and you literally just put it inside the brackets of your original data array. It's like you're giving NumPy a stencil and saying, only show me the parts of the original data where the stencil has a hole, where the value is true.
And boom, here's what you get. NumPy returns a new, one-dimensional array that contains only the values that passed our test. I mean, think about that. In just 2 simple, readable lines of code, we performed a really sophisticated filtering operation on our entire dataset, and it was ridiculously efficient.
Okay, so we've gone from pinpointing a single piece of data to filtering based on a condition. Now let's build on that. Let's learn how to grab entire chunks, like whole rows, or specific columns, or a block of data, all at once. And for that, we use slicing.
Basic slicing is all about that little colon operator. In this example, array_2d 0:2, 1:3, we're doing 2 things. The first part, 0:2, tells NumPy, I want the first 2 rows. Then that comma separates the dimensions. The second part, 1:3, says, okay, now from within those rows, give me the second and third columns. See how that works? It's how you can perfectly carve out a subsection of your data.
And here's where it gets really fun. We can combine the power of slicing with that Boolean logic we just learned. Let's say you need to find all the values within a specific range. No problem. Here, we're just asking for all the numbers that are greater than 2, and, that's a little ampersand symbol, less than 8. This is a super common and incredibly useful task in pretty much any analysis you'll ever do.
So, we've covered the how, but let's take a second to talk about the why. How do these abstract tools actually translate into the day-to-day grind of a data professional? Let's connect these exact techniques to a real-world scenario. This right here, this is a perfect illustration of a typical workflow. Imagine you just got a messy new data set. First, you'll probably use slicing to isolate just the columns you actually care about. Then, you'll use Boolean indexing to filter out obvious errors or crazy outliers.
Next, you might use slicing again to zoom in on a specific time period or product category. And finally, you'll use simple indexing to pull out that one crucial data point for your final report. See, it's all connected.
These techniques are the absolute foundation of so many critical data tasks. I mean, for data cleaning, you might use boolean indexing to just get rid of every entry that has a value of 0. For statistical analysis, you could use slicing to select a totally random sample of your data. And for machine learning, you'll use slicing all the time to select the specific features you want to use to train your model. These are not optional skills, they're non-negotiable.
All right, let's bring it all home. We're going to focus on the most critical concepts to remember, plus one absolutely essential pro tip that can save you from some really nasty, hard-to-find bugs down the road.
Okay, listen up, because this is a big one. You have to understand the difference between what's called a view and a copy. When you do a basic slice, NumPy doesn't make a new copy of the data. It gives you a view, basically a window looking back at the original data. It's super fast, but here's the catch. If you change something in that slice, you change the original data too. Now, when you use more advanced indexing, like with a Boolean mask, NumPy creates a brand new, separate copy. It's safer because it won't mess with your original data, but it does use more memory. Knowing when you're working with a view versus a copy is absolutely vital for writing code that works the way you expect it to.
So, let's do a quick recap. NumPy arrays give us the speed and efficiency we need. Indexing, both integer and Boolean, lets us pinpoint specific data based on either its position or some condition. Slicing gives us the power to select whole ranges and subsets of our data. And when you put them all together, these skills really do form the bedrock of modern data manipulation in Python.
And really, this quote says it all. These aren't just, some nice features to have. They are indispensable. Mastering them is a fundamental step that takes you from being a novice to being a professional who can handle complex data with both ease and incredible efficiency.
So there you have it. You now have the map and the compass. You have the fundamental tools to navigate any grid of data, no matter how huge or how complex it might seem. The only question left is, where are you going to go?